Good evening. My name is Christopher Colbert. I am the chair of CME for the American College of Osteopathic Emergency Physicians. Additionally, I am the co-chair of our virtual conference held October the 11th through the 10th.
And hello, everyone. My name is Molly Estes. I am clinical faculty at Loma Linda University in Southern California, and I will be the other co-moderator for this fall scientific assembly scheduled through October 14th. And we have with us today a person who needs no introduction whatsoever, Dr. Lisa Moreno, who has graciously accepted our invitation to join us in the fall. Dr. Moreno, right before we got actually recording for this segment, you said something incredibly profound, and it's that in this time of COVID, in this global pandemic that we have going on, when everyone feels more distanced, this is actually the time when we have seen organizations pulling together and really uniting in what binds us all, and that is the care of our patients and the pushing forward of our specialty. I just wanted to hear a few more of your thoughts on that topic, because more than anything else, that is the key essence of what Scientific Assembly is all about.
Well, when we were talking, I said there's power in numbers, and I really believe that. I think that this is just a really difficult time. It's unprecedented to have what is truly the novel coronavirus. It is a novel virus in every way, meaning that nobody ever heard of it, before the turn of this year, and it behaves in such novel ways. And we are experiencing a time when a lot of the leadership in this country who are not medical are disseminating information about COVID, and we as physicians need to be front and center because we've got the accurate information. And the polls show that the patients trust us, that the public trusts us, and we need to be front and center. And when we are front and center, we need to be united. And as I was telling Chris, I think every single one of the EM organizations has something really unique and wonderful to offer to the members. So we need to stay distinct in that regard. But where we have common ground, we absolutely need to be united. And we need to, not just need to, but we owe the public a united front when we're disseminating information. We do not want to be confusing the public. There are people who are doing that. And so we need to be out there and say, these are the facts. We are the emergency physicians. Emergency physicians are the nation's doctor. And so we need to come before you and tell you, these are the facts, and this is how you need to protect yourself and each other.
Could not agree more. And that is such the essence of what we are hoping to accomplish with this year's Scientific Assembly, even more so than years before, is to bring all of our members together into one single place and really make sure that we are all on board with the latest and greatest information that is going to be affecting our practice and our patients and our nation in general. Chris, I think that you had some other questions for Dr. Moreno.
I do, and I think also with bringing together, because Dr. Moreno is going to be part of a conglomerate of just brilliant minds on the panel of social EM. So we're definitely looking for that conversation and expanding the dialogue on these topics of social EM. However, Dr. Moreno, our viewers want to know a little bit about you. If you had the option to be something other than a physician, anything in the world, sky is literally the limit, what would it be?
Well, I've always known what I would be if I wasn't a doctor. And I think there are a lot of sexy professions that I have had fantasies about being involved in. And I think there are also a lot of other professions that offer a lot to serve the population that we look to serve. But I would have been a teacher. And I honestly think that being a doctor is not so far-fetched from being a teacher. I have 2 kids who are teachers, and I tell them that all the time. I am an educator to my patients, and that makes me a teacher. I am a teacher of my medical students. I am a teacher of my residents. I am a teacher of my junior faculty. I am a teacher of my research associates. I am a teacher of the students who are in my pipeline program, who are high school and college students. So I love teaching. I love disseminating information. And the thing that I think is one of the most rewarding things, whether it is the face of a patient or the face of a medical student or the face of a high school student, when somebody gets it, when it all of a sudden comes together for them and their eyes light up and their face shines and they get that smile on their face, they have learned something. And not only that, they understand it. And to me, that is one of the greatest rewards. And I could truly see myself, if I wasn't a physician, just being a teacher, standing there in the classroom, standing there in a science lab and watching my students get it.
I'm sold. I believe you. I definitely believe you. I believe you on that one.
You could teach me anything any day. Absolutely.
You guys are too nice.
Question here. You're on a remote island, millions away from civilization. Only 3 restaurants can provide food to that island. Only 3. What would those 3 restaurants be?
Okay, so I know what my all-time favorite restaurant is, and it is the Seasoned Vegan, which is a restaurant in Harlem. I am a New Yorker, and so I love my home city with all my heart. I love New Orleans, and I'm happy living here, but I absolutely love my home city. And the Seasoned Vegan, because I am a vegan, and I'm also an advocate of good eating habits. I think that is something that is critical to our population for disease control, control of obesity, just so many things that are important. And so the Seasoned Vegan would be my #1 because I can eat anything that they make. Chipotle would be my second one because I think they have healthy options. Their food is fresh. And for those people who were trapped with me on the island who are still omnivores, I would allow them to have a little bit of meat that way. But my third place would be Grandma's Kitchen. My grandmother would have to be the one shipping food because nobody cooks like Grandma.
Absolutely.
That is
those
excellent.
are my 3.
Oh,
That is excellent. So, in the final question, here we go. What was the final question?
What are your 2 all-time favorite comedies?
2 all-time favorite comedies. How did I mess that up?
Okay. And again, I can tell you that without thinking much about it. I love Seinfeld and I love Martin. And both of those are old school. And both of those are massive exaggerations of the characters they portray. Like everybody on Martin is the extreme of the personality that they're portraying. He's like an extreme chauvinist. You know, everybody is just massively extreme. And the same thing on Seinfeld. They're just an extreme version of the New York characters they portray. But that's what makes it funny. It's because it's so on target, but it takes it to the next level where you cannot miss what they're trying to portray and make you laugh about.
Okay, we know nothing about extreme characters in the emergency room, right?
No, of course not, Molly. You would never know about them.
So, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's Festivus for the rest of us, or Romy Rome from Martin, or it's really great food from Grandma's house, or just being a wonderful teacher, this brilliant physician will be with us in the fall. Please join us for our virtual conference. Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. Thank you, Dr. Moreno. We look forward to your insightful conversation on social media.
And I'm honored that you've asked me to be a part of your conference. I'm very honored. I think ACOEP does amazing work, and I love the way you've put the conference together. It's very relevant, very timely, and really touches on the issues that we as emergency physicians are all dealing with. So thank you for the honor.
This is amazing. Thank you.
You guys in the fall.